Hi, while things may be changing, working and living in Silicon Valley has been a dream for anyone in technology in the last couple of decades. In this episode, I'm gonna tell you how much a Google engineer really makes and how expensive it is to live in Silicon Valley. Welcome to CareerZCast, and today we're gonna take a break from career building advice. I know a lot of the audience is outside Silicon Valley, and those are interesting numbers. I have to warn you, the numbers are gonna be very high. They almost sound unbelievable, but yeah, so people make a lot of money, but we also spend a lot of money living here. I'm not gonna be disclosing any big secrets. I used to work in big tech. This information is available on the web. I'm just gonna give you very simple, direct examples, and hopefully that will give you an idea of how life is here. If you are a college graduate early in the career and you get a job as a, say, software engineer in a large tech company, your compensation is going to be a combination of a base salary plus a performance bonus plus stock compensation, which is very common among tech companies. And if you add that up and you annualize it, it's going to be somewhere around $200,000 a year. So if you work for Google, Meta, Netflix, any of the large companies who pay at the top of the range in the market, you're gonna make around $200,000 a year. If you're working for a small company that's private, not VC funded, maybe you make $100,000 a year as a software engineer. So the range is really between $100,000 and $200,000 a year for early career software engineer in the valley. It's a lot of money, but now let's look at the costs, right? So California has income tax, and if you're, let's say you're making $120,000, $10,000 a month in gross salary, your effective tax rate is going to be in the 24% range, which means you're going to make $7,600 a month in net income after taxes. Most of the companies in Silicon Valley pays in a bi-weekly or monthly schedule. So that's when you get your paycheck. In terms of cost of living, housing is by far the most expensive item. There is a lot of competition with people making a lot of money. So the price of a single family home is $2 million and more. The price of a small apartment, a condo, is $1 million or more in most of the Silicon Valley. San Francisco, Mountain View, Palo Alto are very expensive areas. If you go south of San Jose or the East San Francisco Bay Area, you might find housing that's a little bit less expensive. But it is very typical, right, for a single person who wants some privacy and some comfort and can afford it to have a budget of $2,500 per month just for housing and utilities. Food, entertainment is also very expensive. It's very easy to go out for a simple meal and spend $20, $30. Or if you're gonna go to a fancier restaurant for dinner and have a glass of wine, it's very easy to spend $100 or more. You probably need a car. Living in the San Francisco Bay Area, there is public transportation. You can use ride sharing, but in California, the lifestyle is such that most people, most professionals, will maintain a car, which can cost somewhere between $500 and $1,000 per month. And so, if you're single income, no dependents, you live in a small apartment, and you make $10,000 in gross income per month, you might have a couple $1,000 a month extra every month that you can either save for an emergency fund, or you can use to pay your student loans, for example. So it is a place where you make a lot of money, but you also spend a lot of money, and that can be very stressful for most people. Over the last 30 years, we have been talking about the power and the money in Silicon Valley diluting geographically. It has not happened, right? Silicon Valley is still the most important area for investments in VC funds globally. According to some statistics, a quarter of all the VC money is invested here in Silicon Valley. It is the place where most of the tech innovation still happens. A lot of the large tech companies are based here or have very large facilities here in Silicon Valley, and it's a place that attracts talent from all around the world, right? So if you work in technology, I'm sure it has crossed your mind one day I want to work in Silicon Valley. I think moving forward, I do think the power of Silicon Valley is going to decrease. The economic incentive, right, to decentralize is very high, and I think with most of Gen Z workers pushing companies for a more decentralized, flexible work environment, I think it's natural that the number of jobs, right, is going to decrease in the valley and is going to go to places where cost of living is lower. Internationally, all these large tech companies are investing in large markets like India, like China, like Brazil, where you can find a pool of talent. That's the economy working, and hopefully that will decrease this huge gap that is today between both income and expenses in Silicon Valley and other technology centers in the world. I hope this is interesting to you. As I said, the focus of this channel is to provide career building advice. So please check the content and share and subscribe if it's useful to you and to your friends. And see you in the next episode of CareerZCast.